The one that they're focusing on is Rasmus Højlund from Atalanta. Now, United are still working on a deal to sign Højlund. There is a gap, though, between what Atalanta want in a transfer fee and what Manchester United are prepared to pay. But interestingly, significantly, some may say, United, I think, are getting the encouragement that Højlund would want to come to Old Trafford. And that, in a transfer deal, sometimes is very, very important. Of course, the club is going to hold the cards and they will dictate as much as they can what the transfer fee is going to be. But there's always a negotiation that can happen. And I think right now that is exactly what's happening with Manchester United trying to bring that price down to what Atalanta would want.
Because it's all about the budget, isn't it, and FFP? Exactly.
I mean, we do know it's been quite well publicised that Manchester United do have budgetary constraints. And a lot of that budget that they have available now, how can they increase it? That can come if they can make money from sales. Now, in recent memory, Manchester United haven't been the best at making money when they're selling players. So I think not only are they going to have to get the purchases right, which you could say since Erik ten Hag has come in, they have, and it's been, you know, evidenced in the fact that they finished third, that they won a trophy in his first season, but also when they're going to sell their players, they need to get the right money for them as well.
Yeah, there's a really good article on the Sky Sports website about Rasmus Højlund, some comparisons to Erling Haaland, perhaps unfavourable to a young striker. I don't think I'd want to be compared to someone like that.
A lot of pressure. I mean, their names are almost the same.
Yeah, yeah. It's a fair point. It is a fair point. So that is on the website. Bit of a rock star, they describe him as at Atalanta, the people that know him. What about the goalkeeping situation at Manchester United? Seems every couple of days we're talking about, if it's not David De Gea, it's Andre Onana. Where are we with that?
This is really interesting because from the outset of this window, we thought striker, midfielder, then maybe a central defender, and if the money was available, a goalkeeper. But because of David De Gea's situation, which I know Michael will be talking about in a moment, it just seems that the priority for a goalkeeper is just moving up the list at Manchester United, and they are pushing now. They're pushing to sign the Inter Milan goalkeeper, Andre Onana. Gap in valuations still exist, but the talks significantly are ongoing over a possible compromise on the fee and, of course, that all-important structure as well, how many instalments that fee will be paid over. There is one source, though, that's telling me that there is a cautious optimism. Those are the words that have been used to me, that a deal can be struck for Onana. And this is kind of backed up by the fact that the Inter director, Piero Osilio, he has basically intimated that any offers that come in for Andre Onana, they will be evaluated because Inter are looking for money to be able to fund a move for Romelu Lukaku from Chelsea, which we'll come to later in the show. But we know that Chelsea don't want to do a loan, they want to do a purchase only. And Inter need to raise the funds to be able to do that. They could raise some of those funds if they can get a deal done for Onana to Manchester United. Now, the move for Onana, this is being driven by the manager, Erik ten Hag. He wants Andre Onana. Knows him very well. Onana played under him at Ajax. We're talking about the gap in valuations. It's understood that Inter want around 60 million euros. Manchester United, as it stands, probably are prepared to go up to around 50 million euros. But I mentioned that structured payments. We know that we can get to maybe a 60 million euro fee if United are going to go that far in structured payments and additional performance-related add-ons. So the direction of travel, just as it stands just now, appears to be a positive one with regard to United and Onana.